is the story of Keyrock? Well, I mean, when you look at the story, I think what's interesting is to look at the way that we perceive innovation. And we look at innovation as a process instead of a one-time idea that just occurs. And when you realize that the most important aspects in order to create a successful organization are going to be to have a great vision, great group of talented people, and to have the capacity to be relentless and iterate until you find something that has product market fit. And the story of Keyrock definitely relies on that idea. So it starts from a vision of realizing the power of token economics and how a tokenized economy could align incentives for people to interact in a more interesting way into financial markets. And from that idea evolves to the tokenization of assets and how the tokenization of assets is going to enable and unlock a lot of value. At the time, what was very interesting for us was the realization that tokenization of assets was going to unlock the issuance of a very large amount of assets, but that these assets didn't have any value if they were not liquid. As such, the main value proposition of tokenization, and therefore blockchain, in our point of view, was liquidity. So if things were liquid, tokenization was a value proposition that made sense for the world in the long term. From that idea, the company got started on how do we build a scalable way of providing liquidity to this expected very large amount of assets that will come to the market. When looking back and now, like some years after that, indeed it happened. There were sometimes thousands of assets coming to the market in very short periods of time. And we worked from 2017 to now on evolving the company to adapt to provide liquidity services to the industry, adapted to the learnings and iterations that we got in the industry. So in 2017, the company initially got started just under that very basic idea, and we were building liquidity technology to become one of the most important asset issuers liquidity providers. So we will be working with early stage companies, early stage exchanges, and support them with the liquidity strategies and everything that was required for them to get started. Forward to 2019, 2020, and then companies started to become slightly more sophisticated. We have a lot more diverse set of skill sets in the company, with a lot of people that are a combination of people coming from the traditional financial market and visionaries in the cryptocurrency industry. And we start to also become a very active participant into the HFT space. The company moves forward to become a large market maker in the industry, renowned for both its capacity to serve client issuers as well as its capacity to trade at high volumes in the top exchanges in the world. Now, forward to today, companies around 100 people with a multidisciplinary background, where we have people coming from the finest financial institutions, as well as some of the people that have been in the cryptocurrency industry from very early stage, going through all the ups and downs of the industry. And not only we're capable to work with some of the top companies and top protocols in the industry, but as well trade on some of the largest exchanges, trade on centralized and decentralized finance, do and work into the options market making space, and have a very great ambition to continue expanding our product offering in the years to come.